Christmas is literally round the corner, so that means turkey. But have you ever had problems where the turkey is always too dry and you don't know what you're doing wrong? Well, stick around. I'm going to show you how to make the most juiciest turkey you have had this holiday season. We're going to do turkey crown. So we're going to roast the turkey breast on the bone. I'm going to show you how to prepare it. And then we are going to roast it to perfection with this beautiful technique. Stick around. I will show you more on that later. It's always going to come out crispy and it's always going to come out juicy. Your guests are going to say this is one of the best Christmas turkeys they have ever had. So stick around and I'm going to show you all those secrets so that this year you are going to have a very Merry Christmas indeed. Right, let's go. Start by taking out any kind of neck or giblets from your turkey. As you can see, this is a beast at 10 kilos. So the first thing we'll do is take off the leg and the thigh. Now there's a little incision you want to make just here, just like you do with the chicken. Cut that down, pull it away slightly, and you can see there's a joint. Now I'm going to flip the turkey on its side, and we're going to snap that joint back. This is one of the easiest ways to do it with a bird this big. I'll show you around this side, and what that's done there, that shows you the whole quarter that we're going to cut off right there. Flip your turkey back over, get your knife and just cut straight through the thigh, going through that severed joint, and you will have a nice turkey leg and thigh. Now you can cook these separately, but I am going to make a very cool couple of videos from these two legs. So stay tuned, I will be dropping those very shortly. I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other side. You can see it right there. Just snap that joint back, cut straight through this time, and voila, you have two legs, two thighs attached quite nicely. So we're also going to take off these wingtips, but first we're going to cut out the kind of spine, the back area of the carcass. So stand the turkey up like this, wipe your hands and your blade in between. It does get a bit greasy if you're not wearing gloves. Just make one little cut on the back of the spine and then just twist it back, and there you go. Cut it around it and on the other side, and it should just cut straight off after you've snapped it back like that. I'm going to show you how to make the best gravy with all these trims in another video, so stay tuned. Next, we're going to cut off the wingtips. Just locate the joint, just open it up a little bit, put it flat on your board, get your knife and just cut through it. It should just come out. Now what you're going to do with the flat of the wing is snap it back, as you can see the joint like this, and then we also want to cut that off as well, because we don't want that in our crown. I'm going to use those wings with those legs and thighs to make something quite delicious. Now repeat the process on the other side. If you want to be fancy, you could French the drumettes right here, right now, but we don't need to. Turn the crown over and then let's cut out the wishbone. That is located right here by the breast. Get yourself a small little paring knife, run it either side of the bone, you'll feel it. Put your thumb under it as well, and then you can feel it either side that you've got it. Do the same on the other side, and then you're firmly going to give it a good yank at the top to take it out. It should come out in one just like that, and then you just want to pull it out from the turkey. You can use a tissue as well if it's a bit hard. And there is your wishbone. Feel free to make a wish. What's your Christmas wish? Right, now get yourself a spatula and we're going to separate the skin from the breast. There'll be a bit of a membrane that runs through it. We're going to put a herbed butter through this. Take your time. You don't want to rip the skin. You're just going to go put it through gently, loosen it up a little bit, and then you can just go in with your hands and gently pry it away from the breast, just like that. Be gentle with that skin, young turkey warrior. Do not rip it. Now set this aside in the fridge and we're going to focus on our herb butter. So we're going to chop up 2 good tablespoons of thyme, fresh thyme that is. Give it a nice good chopping up and then set that aside into your bowl. And then we're going to do about 5 cloves of garlic. Just crush them, add some salt, and then we're going to make a paste by using the back of a knife. Now, if you've got a garlic press, you could do it, but I like doing it this way because I think you get way more of that garlic in your final product. Okay, once you've got it to that state, put it into your thyme and give your board a thorough cleaning. Scrub it down with some salt, really work that in, add in some white wine vinegar, clean that down, and then go in with some sanitizer. Always clean your board like this when you are doing raw garlic, otherwise all your food will taste of garlic. Unless you like garlic strawberries with your morning yogurt. Okay, now you need about 200 grams of softened room temperature butter, not super soft, but pliable. 2 teaspoons of ground fennel, half a teaspoon of ground cayenne pepper, and then we're going to put 2 teaspoons of ground coriander, and then a zest of a whole lemon. We've also added our garlic and our thyme as well. A generous seasoning of salt and pepper. Mix this through with the back of a spoon, and your butter should be pliable enough for you to get your hands in there and really squelch it together. And there is your butter filling, and you're going to put that under the skin of the turkey just like this. Put a little bit in at a time, work it through on each side, and then gently massage the breasts of the turkey to make sure it is
thoroughly incorporated all over nicely. Any excess butter, you can just put it over the top and massage it quite nicely. Now we are going to tie up these drumettes. So flip over your turkey and then get those two drumettes, put them together, get your string, and we're just going to do a little loop-de-loop with one side like this, and then we're going to pull that nice and tight and then wrap it around the back, make a knot, and then pull that super tight again. And then you're just going to loop around the legs with each bit of string, one like this, one like that. There we go. Pull it tight again, pull it around the back, do another knot. And if you want, go around again. It's your choice. I went over about 3 times because this turkey is such a beast. Cut off the excess piece of strings, turn it over, and you have a beautifully prepared turkey crown. Just massage those breasts one last time to make sure it's all even. We're going to put this on a tray and then we're generously going to season this with salt all over. This is basically to dry brine the turkey overnight, because we're going to let it sit out in the fridge uncovered to really dry out the skin so that when we roast it, it's super crispy. So after 24 hours, that skin has got nice and tight around the breast, and we're going to put it onto a baking tray with a rack in the middle. We're going to brush it with melted butter, season it generously with some pepper and a little bit more salt. We're going to double line this with some foil over the top, and we're going to bake this in a preheated oven set to 350 Fahrenheit for about 3.5 hours. Half of that time it'll be covered, the other half it'll be uncovered, and the last half an hour of cooking will turn the oven up to crisp up the skin. Don't worry, I'm going to put this all in the description. There is a bit of a science to this. So this has been in for 1 hour, and we are going to baste it, put it back in covered for another 30 minutes. Now it's been in for a total of 90 minutes. Now we're going to take the foil off. Temp it at this stage. You can see it's about 128. We're shooting for 156 because there's going to be carryover. Put this back in the oven for another 40 minutes uncovered. And then at this stage, we're going to give it another basting, and then we're going to crank the oven up to 425 so we can get it nice and crispy. You can just see all that lovely butter and juices coming out. Absolutely delicious. I'm going to give it a temp at this stage, and we can see it's not far off, 144 on one side. Now my oven's turned up to 425, should be nice and hot. One last base, and I'm going to put it in for 30 minutes to brown and crisp it up. Oh yeah, look at that. That is a lovely golden brown turkey. Nice little turkey dance. We'll give this a final temp, and it should be around 155. What do we got there? Oh, 156. Perfect. Anywhere between 152, 158, you're going to be good. As the temperature is going to carry over as you are resting the meat, well over 10 degrees. I let this rest for about an hour and 20 minutes. As you can see, it looks glorious. Now, this is how we're going to carve the breast off the bone. You're going to follow that breastbone right down there. I'll show you around the front here, a little bit more difficult for me. Follow it to the bone with a nice sharp knife. Gently pull away at the turkey breast. I'll flip this to the side so you can see it. You can just see how hot this still is. It's literally been resting for like an hour and a half, and it's still super, super hot. Pull it away gently, and the breast will cut off. Just get a very sharp knife, run it along the side, and you'll have a lovely breast. Oh, make sure you don't lose the rest of your turkey. Now get yourself a super sharp knife and carve your turkey. Slice it thick or thin, but I like a nice little chunky piece. And just marvel at how juicy this is. Oh my goodness. It has been bathing in the waters of turkey juice. This is ridiculous. Must eat turkey ends. Okay, now just go through, cut the rest of your turkey. You can just see the whole board is covered in juices. The skin is super crispy, and there you have beautiful turkey crown for Christmas. Super moist, super crispy. No more dry turkeys. Be gone henceforth.
Now that, my friends, is a juicy turkey. This has been cut, rested for well over an hour. Absolutely glorious. And look at this. Still dripping. Whew. Okay, let's cut off a little bit and try some. Cheers. Super crispy skin. We can put it in the oven 10 minutes after it's rested to re-crisp it up even more if you want. Easy to do. Take the turkey apart. You can even buy a crown, roast it separately, and you will have beautiful, moist turkey breast just like that. My word. And that's how you make a juicy turkey this Christmas. Okay, if you like this kind of content, please like, comment, and subscribe so we can grow this channel. Appreciate all of you that have done so far. Right, see you soon.